Hello and welcome to my channel. I am a psychic medium. My name is SK, and I do readings in real life outside of YouTube for people who have lost a loved one or multiple loved ones and want to connect with them. And I'm a go-between. That's what a medium is someone who shares that message with the intention of easing the mind of the person sitting for the reading and having a conversation with someone who's passed. So, this is the first time I've ever done this for YouTube and not having an actual person sitting with me. So, I don't know how it's going to go, but I'm going to give it a good try because I really feel called to do this message today for someone who's lost a father figure. And this message is coming through, and so I've asked my guide to help me in this message, and I hope that it reaches the person or people that need to hear it. So I'm not going to do anything other than communicate with this figure and my guide and share this message. So it will just be this picture, and then you'll just hear my voice for as long as the message comes through. So I hope it helps, and thank you for watching and listening. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one if it works out. Thank you. The first message I'm getting is that this particular father figure was not very affectionate in life, and they really want you to know that they wish that they had been more affectionate with you and touched you more and given you hugs and held your hand and been more loving. This particular father figure feels like he passed in the 60s or 70s. I feel more like in the 70s. Um, he showed me a very strange thing. So hopefully, you know what this means. I don't know what it means, but he showed me a dog costume, kind of. So he was tall, and this is a dog costume with kind of raggedy ears, long ears, brown with great big eyes. Um, um, like one of those soft. Maybe he didn't pass. Maybe it's just this is a special. This is a special memory that he has with you. It has to do with a giant dog costume, brown dog, um, with great big eyes. It might not be round, but that's what I'm seeing. That's what he's showing me. Um, I know in the picture it shows a little girl, so you may be a girl, but you could also be a boy. It's not that's not clear to me. Um, it's just that this father figure, I'm not even sure. I'm not getting a strong connection. Like he might have been a stepfather or a father figure that wasn't genetically your father, but raised you or helped raise you or helped, um, he was in your life and made you feel like he was the father figure, the one you looked up to. He was a hard worker. I get a very strong feeling that he worked. Um, this is, I don't know. It feels very strongly that he worked with wood. So I don't know what that, I just see a big tree stump. Um, so he worked with trees or wood. He worked with his hands. Um, he he wore a hard hat, probably an orange hard hat. Um, It could be a steel mill, possibly. I see sparks. So when I asked him what he liked to do in life before he passed, he loved, he was an outdoorsman. He liked doing things outside, outdoors. He was kind of a man's man, and that kind of held him back from being affectionate and letting you know how much he loved you and felt felt very strongly about your life. And he really regrets leaving you without you knowing fully how much he loved you. I'm seeing a very bright burst of light, kind of like this picture, but it's much more present. Um, I'm not sure what that is, but it's like a almost like a firecracker that just, like maybe welding. That arc, that bright light. Um, that's what's giving me the feeling of a steel mill or something, or welding, or there's something you wanted, something from him. You had this idea of what it would be like to have this relationship with him, and he knows he never fulfilled that for you, or he feels that he didn't fulfill that for you, and he feels really remorseful about that. So I'm going to ask him what happened when he died. He's showing me this light that just went out, like faded fairly quickly. Um, a giant sunflower. I don't know what that means. He's showing me a giant sunflower. So hopefully you understand that message. Maybe there were, I'm not going to interpret it. I'm going to let you know what that is. And please share in the comments if you know what these things are, because I'm just the messenger. I'm just trying to share this message. So give me a minute. Okay, I'm asking him what kind of music he liked. I'm not getting anything solid, so I'm going to move on. Um, let's see. So I'm going to ask, how did he, if he helps you in life now, if he's able to show up for you and help you in life now. I'm getting a really strong picture of feet, like the underside of feet with, all the toes, the underside of the toes. Um, like you have your feet kicked up. He wants you to relax. He wants you to relax and have more downtime. Kick your feet up, relax. He wants you to take more time for yourself. He sees you giving so much of yourself because you are such a bright light. There's a, okay, so it's like an aperture closing, opening and closing, um, like an eye that opens and closes. I don't know what that means. Do you know what that means? Do you recognize that? Um, Give me a minute here. Okay, I'm asking him if he sends you signs and symbols for when he's near, or what makes you think of him, and he recognizes that. And the first thing that came up is a bridge, like a drawbridge, some kind of bridge that has steel cables. It might even be green, like turquoise green. Um, you have memories of him or some connection with him and bridges. Okay, I'm seeing if there's some kind of it. Is there a letter T, capital T? Something to do with the letter T, as in Troy or Tony. Um, but I don't know if that's, it's the capital T. Okay, let's see what else. I'm asking him what he liked to do with you. What were some of his favorite things to do with you? I'm not getting anything. I feel like that's significant, that he didn't spend a lot of time with you doing things, and you just have these little snippets of memories. Um, I just saw purple, so there might be, definitely. It's interesting because the color of these cards is very significant. Like orange is definitely a significant color. Violet or purple is definitely a significant color in this relationship. Yellow. Um, okay, I'm going to ask him a couple more questions and see what comes up, and I will share it with you. He shows me his hands were very gnarled, like that's not the right word. Work worn. Let's put it that way. His hands were work worn, and I see darker brown skin, um, like very tan or just natural, very dark, um, dark tan. Let's just put it that way. Um, when I ask him what he looked like in life, he shows me his hands. He shows me a gold ring on the right hand. It looks like, Um, Dark hair on his arm, lots of hair. Um, I don't know why he's not. He's just showing me. I think he used his hands so much. And you associate lots of memories with him and his hands. Um, let me see what else. So I'm asking what he looks like now. I'm not getting anything definitive. I think he likes. It feels like he wants you to remember his hands. That that's a significant memory with him. Um, you you associate him with his hardworking hands. I think he had very large hands. And I see a work uniform, like blue, one of those blue uniforms that's like a one piece uniform. Let's see what else. Okay, I'd like to close out by asking him if he has a special message for you, something that he really wants to communicate with you. I see a pole, like a fireman's pole, that kind of pole. Um, I'm not sure that it is a fireman's pole, but it's a tall pole. I don't know what that means. Please share in the comments if that means something to you, if that's a message that he's sending you. Uh, Tears. There's definitely, he has a lot of remorse. There's a lot of tears he's shed over the things that he left undone. I'm not getting anything else that's significant. So I'm going to thank him for showing up for you and thank you for being here at this reading. And please share in the comments if there's anything that resonated with you and if this helped you. I hope that it did. And please let me know and I'll keep doing these. It's definitely a new thing. And I hope it leaves you feeling some peace and understanding and compassion for yourself and for him. But it's up to you what you do with that information. Trust yourself more. Thank you for listening.